Shalom, this is GMS 100 Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. First off and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect out there spreading this word of sincerity and in truth. I'm going to come with a quick hit. Y'all can expect, most I willing, y'all ratas a lot of quick hits coming your way these days, because I just started the book of Sirach. I'm gonna read the whole book of Sirach, and you just got basically life lessons, man. Life lessons within this truth in the book of Sirach. Where things you should take heed to, things you should work with and observe. Because if you don't observe a lot of these things, Satan is gonna come at you with that certain thing. Salakia. I had to take a sip of my tea. So I want to go over the scripture, Sirach chapter 4, starting with verse 20. It says, "Observe the opportunity and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. For there is a shame that bringeth sin, and there is a shame which is glory and grace." Okay, so if we dig into the meaning of these two verses, the main point is shame. What happens when you come into this truth? Many people are gonna think that you're weird. Many people are gonna be like, "Hey, what's wrong with this guy, man? Why doesn't he want to do these certain things no more?" But it might feel like you're doing things wrong, and you're doing things wrong because those people are gonna look at you like, "Man, you bugged out, man." But you shouldn't be worried about that. You shouldn't care about that. That you do things differently, you shouldn't worry about that, man. Be more concerned if the Most High is worried about, if the Most High is angry at you. Be more concerned about that, man, instead of people. So let me read it again. "Observe the opportunity and beware of evil." Why you have to beware of evil? Because Satan is gonna put you in certain situations like this. For example, there was this coolie guy at my job, and what he did was, it was his birthday or some shit like this, some shit like that, and he had some cupcakes, and he said like, "Yeah, I want you to have some." I said, "No, I don't want." He says, "Yeah, it's I brought them because of my birthday." I said, "Nah, I'm not really about that stuff." Why did I tell him this? Because I know it has pig fat in it. It has oftentimes it has pig fat in it. But of course I couldn't know for sure. I'm not gonna lift up the box full of cupcakes and check out if it has the E code, E471 or whatever E code that shows you that it has pig fat. So I didn't want to be disrespectful like that. I just humbly declined his offer because of that reason. He keep pushing. So there was literally a spirit upon this guy to keep pushing me to eat that cupcake. So then I started getting the feeling that there must be something wrong with this cupcake, man, because Satan really wants me to eat it. And you know how it goes with Satan, man. For example, Esau, his spirit is to put pork in all the food, man. Esau's spirit is to defile us with unclean things that the Most High told us not to eat. And where do they get this got this spirit from? They got this spirit from Satan, man. Like it explains you here in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 1. And you had he quickened, who were dead in trespass and sin, wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, which is Satan, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, which is Esau. So Esau has the spirit of Satan upon him. So for him to do certain things like this, to put pork in the food, that's the spirit of Satan, man. That's the spirit of the prince of the power of the air, which is Satan. You know, to let our bodies be defiled. Remember Job, man. Remember Job, that he got basically put in a situation wherein Satan was provoking him to go off in the sight of the Most High. That's that spirit of Satan, man. Remember when Satan pulled up to Yahushua after 40 days and 40 nights of fast? Satan straightway came in front of Yahushua trying to tempt him into going off in the sight of the Most High, man. He said, bow down unto me. You know? He said, bow down unto me, man. So Satan is gonna put you in certain evil situations where he requires you to do what these men say, upon whom is the spirit of Satan, instead of doing what the Most High wants you to do. You know, that's the situation that Satan is gonna put you in. You know, and oftentimes men of the world can be used to, for him to accomplish that. You know, he puts spirit upon them. So let me read it again. It says, observe the opportunity and beware of evil. Be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. So, for example, that situation that I was in, I could feel ashamed because I'm basically being disrespectful towards this guy because it's his birthday and he wants to share his birthday cakes that he paid a lot of money for. And you might become ashamed of declining him and making him feel bad. You know, that shame comes because you basically, if he doesn't want to listen and you have to keep telling him, then basically, you know, people are going to look at you like, hey, man. He offers you something. So people might look at you like, hey, man, what's wrong with this guy, man? He's offering you something nice because of his birthday, and you want to act like this, like you don't want to have it, you don't want to take it because whatever reason it has sugar or whatever. You know, because Satan is also going to put the spirit upon other people around you to see your behavior towards him. You know? So you might be in a situation that you feel kind of ashamed, but then you shouldn't worry about that, man. It concerneth thy soul. You see? Be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. You know? For there is a shame that bringeth sin. Yeah. If you basically just, because you want to avoid the situation, you just do what this person says, you know, then basically you do what Satan wants you to do, and not what the Most High wants you to do, to decline that offer or to say, no, I can't do that. You know, the same thing when you're in a company of people. What might happen is that everyone decides to do a certain thing, but then you be like, nah, I can't do that, man. You know, I can't do that. You know, everyone wants to jump up upon a certain thing, and you be like, nah, I can't do that. You know, so you have to come out with the fact that you are not gonna do that certain thing. I don't know, I don't have an example at this certain moment, but we all have been in a situation that everyone is like, yo, let's go and do this, or hey, yo, let's go eat over there. You know, or hey, you know, don't worry about the food. You know, you at a let's say you at a house party or some shit like that. You know, maybe your auntie is giving a party, or the friend of a auntie of a friend of yours is giving a barbecue, and then you open up the meat and you see that there's still blood in it, or it's still red. You don't want to be disrespectful, but you are gonna be in a situation that you have to decline eating that food. You cannot eat meat with the blood in it. So if just in a normal way, tell the chef that is doing the grill, like, hey, mine still has blood in it. Of course, among Jake is gonna throw that meat right back on it, man. But maybe Satan jump on him, like, hey, what you complaining about, boy? Give me that meat. He throw the meat back, he gives you back, you still see the meat is red on the inside. Now you go back again and be like, hey, man, it's still red, man. Now it starts, he starts making the scene. Everyone looking at you like, what the fuck? Like, hey, now you're in a point of shame. But it concerneth thy soul, man. The Most High doesn't want you to eat meat with the blood thereof. So you don't do that. You might catch that shame, but if you want to avoid that shame and just do or eat it, then that's bringing sin. That's bringing sin upon you. Verse 21, for there is a shame that bringeth sin. That person doesn't want to catch that shame, so he just does what he's being told. He just does what is being asked. And there is a shame which is glory and grace. Yeah, if you don't do it, within that shame, you can get glory and grace, man. Grace from who? From the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Because you neglecting those persons and you putting Yahweh Shem Yahushai above what those people desire, man. Gone. Start kind of get irritated about working with my phone, man. But maybe it's the spirit. So let's go to Mark chapter 8, verse 36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? You see, and this is concerning making money, losing your own soul to some fame and profit of this world. But what we are talking about actually right now is concerning lower things, man, minor things that aren't that important at all. But Satan put you in this situation wherein you're gonna basically disrespect certain people, or not necessarily disrespect, but maybe how you say that, let me think about it. Hurt, yeah. Let me just say hurt. Maybe you're gonna hurt some people, but what the hell does it matter, man? As long as you don't, you don't I don't want to say disrespect, I don't want to say hurt neither, because now I have to put it on the Most High. The Most High is not gonna be hurt. I mean, you don't want to upset that person, but you don't want to upset the Most High neither. I think upset is a better word, you see. So just do what the Most High requires of you, man. If you know the scriptures and you still do what this person wants you to do through the spirit of Satan, then you failed the test, man. And there are a lot of tests out there like this, man, because Satan is busy, man. What does the word Satan mean? Satan means adversary. He's our enemy, man. So that's all he's busy with trying to accomplish. So it says, verse 37, or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed, and when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. So if you want to be ashamed of this truth at a certain, if you show shame towards this truth in a certain point, at a certain point, or in a certain way, wherein it is time to basically show that you are not about that, or to come out with that, hey, you're not eating that, or you're not doing that. I'm not like that no more. When the time comes that you have to show that, and basically reveal what you are about, you need to do that, man. Of course, you got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. You shouldn't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. So I'm not saying like, yeah, basically come out with the whole truth, saying, yeah, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, all y'all heathens going in slavery, stuff like that. No, I ain't saying that. I'm saying like, yo, I stopped eating pork, man. Hey, yo, man, I ain't going to these parties where all kind of adulterous shit happens, man. I stopped doing that, man. I'm not going. Hey, I ain't finna hook up with Shaniqua, man. She has a boyfriend. You know that. Why you trying to hook me up with her? Yeah, do it for me, bro. Just do it for me, man. Nah, man. Why you trying to push me? I stopped doing that, man. Eventually, what happens also, company. The scripture says, separate you from their company, man. Let me see. Gone. Luke chapter 6, verse 22. 22. Luke chapter 6, verse 1. What? Thought I saw 22. Luke chapter 6. Gone. Luke chapter 6, verse 22. Let me start at 21. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. You see? Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company. So you are blessed when people do that, man. And what's gonna push these people to do so is when you openly tell them what's up, man. If you are gonna hold back the truth or the way you have to walk in the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for their sakes, then you are pleasing men. Then you are pleasing men. Is that the scripture? Man. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. But as we were allowed of Yahweh to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but the Most High. No, that's not the one. For this one scripture, couldn't find it. Basically, be pleasers of men. But I found this other scripture. Acts chapter 5, verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. So what the Most High requires you to do, that's what you're supposed to do. And not because men say that it's normal, or men say that, yeah, you shouldn't be worried about it. Men say that, you're not gonna die from eating some pork, man. Or you're not gonna die when it says it could contain shellfish. You're not gonna die from that. It says could contain shellfish. It doesn't say it has. They're gonna twist and turn certain things. They're gonna mess you up in the mind, and eventually you will go off, man. Like the scripture says, man. Sirach 4 and 21. For there is a shame that bringeth sin. So when you're being put in that type of shame, sin can pop up, man. Because you feel like, man, You don't want to be put on the spot. But if you hold on, man, and if you just do what the Most High wants you to do, it says, and there is a shame which is glory and grace. You see? Glory and grace, man. That comes with it, man. You gotta pass the test. You gotta worship Yahweh Shem Shai rather than men. You know? Be mindful of that and take heed to what these scriptures say, man. You know, so until the next lesson, I'm gonna say shalom.